Hi guys, welcome back to another Matchbox Garage video. I'm Rob and today I shall be attempting to take this 1983 Ford Sierra XR4i from shabby to shiny. Now in America I know these were dubbed I think it's the Merkur, something. I don't really know how it's pronounced to be honest, but the Merkur XR4ti. You guys in America had a 2.3 turbo engine. In the UK though, where this is a Ford, that is how it should be, the Ford Sierra XR4i, and it comes with a 2.8 V6 four-wheel drive, and it's kind of like the baby brother to the RS Cosworth, but this one is in racing livery, and I'm going to kind of, I guess, retire it and put it back to standard trim. But anyway, with 2,000 likes, this one could be yours. But we got to just one rivet on this car, so we'll drill down the centre of that post and remove the flange and tap the hole. Please do remember to lubricate the end of your piece. This is the lubrication that I like to use, the 3-in-1 multi-purpose oil. And whilst using my very handy vise, as you can see, the Sierra here, the hooligan's car, the Essex boy kind of street racer. But yeah, a very fun car to drive. Reading underneath, Matchbox, made in Macau from 1983, Ford Sierra XR4i. And I've already pre-drilled this one, so we'll pop off the base here. Quite a few little components to this one. So the base is in kind of like two sections. You've got like the middle bit here, which I'll pop those wheels out into the spare box. I'm going to be going with this little set today, and I'll put the link down in the description below of where I get them on eBay. And you've got the kind of underside of the car here, all the bumpers and trim. It's like a two-tone car, this one. And yeah, you got the window section there, thankfully in good condition. Houses also the headlights. The interior though, the quality of this is probably the worst or poorest and cheapest and thinnest of any Matchbox car that I've ever dealt with. Yeah, pretty disappointed with that, but we'll get that painted up and try and raise its quality level. But yeah, the main casting here, we get it into the foot-long hot dog jar. And we'll cover it with some boiling water, and in comes a tablespoon of caustic soda. Can't believe I wasted all that caustic soda there. But trying to get used to this new little angle, as I mentioned in the previous video, kind of using the filter system so that the caustic steam coming out of the top of this jar goes straight out the window rather than into my room. I do wear a face mask, but of course it can still get through. But yeah, little you can see there the roof section's almost come off. It's just a large flap, and I'll remove that flap shortly. But anyway, whilst that is doing its thing to one side, I shall be putting the plastics into some clean water, get these cleaned up. And indeed this section here in good condition thankfully, and then I'll just get a refreshing paint job. Same again with the interior. I'm going to kind of switch the colours on this. Rather than red on the inside, black on the outside, I'm going to be going with black on the inside and red on the outside. A very popular colour back in the day of the Sierra XR4i. But yeah, using this plastic polish, we're going to polish up the window section here. using my tack knife, of course. And remember, it was a little bit dull, not in terrible condition. No deep gouges or scratches. But using this plastic polish, look at that, look. She is shining once again. So I'll just do the front windscreen here. Trying not to get caught and snap the window section. Yeah, she's looking shiny, and I'll finish off doing the rest of it. But whilst I've been doing that, the caustic solution has done its job. And to give you a little sample of the roof section here. And there we are, looking shiny indeed. And then onto the Vallejo black primer. It's now shiny all over, inside and out. And we go with a decent coat over the whole casting. I remember these cars years ago, and they were so cheap to buy, and I never considered it. I thought it was a little bit too old and a bit too slow. Today, when I would love to own one, can't afford it. They are so expensive now. Any old kind of sporty Ford from any era really is so expensive today. Those older ones now, people from the 80s, you know, they've got a little bit of money in the bank, and yeah, buying them all up. But anyway, I went with some matte black on the interior and the bumper section, and then going with the Vallejo solid red for the main casting. But yeah, I never owned the Sierra, never owned an XR4i, of course. I have owned an XR2i, a Fiesta XR2i, and an Escort XR3i. But yeah, never got to the Sierra. And it's too late now, they're out of my reach. You never know, one day may win the lottery. I've got to start doing it first though. But anyway, there's the first coat, and I ended up putting on about 5 or 6 coats. Yeah, it really took a lot of paint to cover this this primer today. But anyway, little reminder of the wheels. Like I say, there's the window section there. Polished it throughout, and this took a satin paint, and then I've added a couple of little details on there with the side lights. The interior looks perfect, that. But I've actually run out of this paint, which is a bit of a bummer, because I can't get to the shops because they're closed. You can see they're painted in the rear number plate. Ford blue on the ovals, front and back. A little bit of chrome on that rear badging. Painting in red tail lights is difficult for a red car, but anyway, a reminder of what she looked like. And this is the result. So like I say, you can see there, a little bit oversized, but hey, that's the casting on those front side lights there. But yeah, the blue oval on the front there looking great. I love this two-tone, you know, this red over black with the gold wheels. think it's a lovely combination. But coming around the back here, yeah, you got some yellow to break it up in that rear number plate. A little bit of chrome on the Sierra badge, and I think you can just about read the Sierra. Of course, the red in these rear lights, I think you can just about see the different shade. Yeah, the old double rear spoiler for the XR4i. But an iconic car, and I hope you like this one. But remember, with 2,000 likes this one, it could be yours. But anyway, let me take this opportunity to thank my amazing patrons, including Malcolm McDonald, brand new patron. Thank you very much, sir. And for everybody else, I hope you like this one. And I'll see you soon on the next.